Uh-oh. Oh, no. Oh, okay. Oh, thank God. Hey, everyone. Welcome back to some more Let's Play Vampire the Masquerade-Bloodlines. Before we do the summary of the last video, I'm here to do some shopping with Fat Larry. It's time for us to clear out some of the stuff I've been holding on to and purchase a better weapon than what we've been using so far. I think we're going to go ahead and purchase the Uzi? So let's go ahead and do it. Hey, Fat Larry.
My man, what is up?
I need to do some shopping, Larry. Alright, so we, at the end of the last episode, you might remember, managed to pick up a broadsword while we were fighting off the Lasombra. But it has a melee requirement of 7 used without a penalty, and ours is only 6, and I don't intend on leveling it again. While it might be fun to hold on to this as a memento, I think I'd rather sell it for the 28 bucks. While we're here, we're also going to get rid of this gold ring. And I think we'll get rid of all these silver rings and some of the drugs I've been holding on to as well, to make up for some of the cost of what this Uzi's going to be. And let's go ahead and buy it. $547 for this. Are you sure, Tim, you want to sell this? Buy this? I'm so stingy when it comes to money. What would I spend the money on? The rifle? Oh, we could buy the rifle. I guess we could just not buy it at the moment and hold on to that cash for the rifle. Man, I came here to buy this and now I'm having second thoughts of having buyer's remorse before I bought the item. I don't know, Tim. I think buy it. Go ahead and buy it. Done. And now we'll buy a handful of rounds for it as well. Alright. About 700 bucks spent on that Uzi and some ammunition for it. And now we're going to drop it off at our apartment. Because I want to actually use the pistol. We bought the pistol also, if I recall correctly. I think we did. And we bought a lot of rounds for it. And I'd hate just to let that go to waste. So, yeah, let's drop this Uzi off and we can talk a little bit about what happened in the last episode. So, in the last episode, we had done some more work for Mitnick, planting a video camera within the Nocturne Theater here, and then activating it by sneaking down into the basement level, accessing the network hub, and running the Shrekneck command after we hacked into it. Not bad. Pretty awesome. Mitnick has given us a new quest to do something very, not that similar. There's no cameras to be placed this time, but we need to go to Hollywood to the Metal Industries, I think, or Metalhead Industries? I think that's it. Metalhead Industries or something Metalworks. It's got a robot out in front of it. And so we're going to go ahead and get that done in this episode. Hopefully, successfully. At this point, it gets a lot more difficult to do these network hub quests for the Nosferatu. We also were given a quest from Gary. No experience for this one. We just get another girly poster if we want it. And we need to find an item in that same location, the Metalhead Industries, whatever it's called, in order to appease Gary and get a picture of Damsel, which I don't think is anywhere near as revealing as the other ones that we've picked up. I think it's just a picture of her frowning, if I remember correctly. You know, which is what Damsel does anyway. But that's first on the agenda. And then after that, I think we're going to Chinatown, everyone. The final hub. About to say the final network hub. And that's not... I went to the second floor. Oh, I didn't go anywhere. Okay, hold on. We want to go to the ground floor. There we go. So, once we're outside the elevator, we'll take a look at our quest log and make sure we don't have any other side quests to do. I don't think we do. I guess while we're here, everyone, it's been a while. We should look at the way Lotaeri's been built at the moment and see where the next experience points are going. Let's see. So first off, what do we have? Yeah, a poster of damsel in exchange for a wooden pull toy that might be in Metalhood Industries. Just put the toy in the mailbox and check your Haven emails later. We need to go to Chinatown to find Barabbas. We need to activate the Hollywood hub. Yep, for the Nosferatu. Oh crap! We need to get the key card. Wow. Which I completely forgot was in here, so that saved me a little bit of embarrassment. Oh man, good thing I bought the Uzi then, or I wouldn't have gone back to my apartment. Would have gone right to Hollywood, tried the door, found it locked, realized I forgot this in my mailbox, and awkwardly cut it. How about that? How about that? Alright, so, we also, in the last episode, dealt with that La Sombra, who had been working out of the library here in downtown, getting into there through the sewer system. It was a level, I think, that the unofficial patch discovered unused in the game files and decided to add it in, along with the La Sombra questline. Methadron was talking about the La Sombra a bit, so now I have a better understanding of them. I only just read your comment, Methadron, before recording this part here, so I apologize for not talking about it during the actual quest. The La Sombra do indeed control shadows, and I'm going to try to say it. The discipline is called Obtenebration? I think, Obtenebration. And it lets them basically summon the effect they want from the abyss. The way it works and the why it works is a bit muddled, and Methadron, if I remember what you said correctly, it's not explained very thoroughly in the rules. And I kind of like that, if they're leaving it up to be kind of like a mystery, because it lets the GMs experiment with it. Not that you couldn't do whatever you wanted as a GM anyway. In any case, yes, they can control shadows, they can make duplicates of themselves, they can walk through shadows to other places, and they can make tendrils appear to attack other people, amongst other things. More experience with that discipline makes it less likely that the Abyss will lash out at the La Sombra themselves. I did not realize that was a thing they had to worry about. Reminds me a bit about the summoning demons for World of Warcraft, for example. You first had to prove to the demon that you could be its master in order for it to serve you. They wouldn't do so just because you called upon them.
Hop in.
Sure, let's go. Alright, to Hollywood. Is this the last place in Hollywood we're going to also? I feel like there's still more that happens here. By the way, it is! So we're entering the parts of the game now, everyone, where my memory of it is becoming very muddled as well. I barely remember Chinatown. I remember some of the... Good evening to you too. I remember some of the quests that happened there, but not too much about the... Do you mind? I had to break into this place. I don't remember too much about the details, though. So, although I remember some of it, this may be the parts of the game where I begin to do lots of backtracking and second-guessing of myself. And I don't remember where all the guard patrols are, for example, either, or what have you. So, on that note, what I'm going to do here, because it gets a lot tougher to do these without being discovered, is I'm going to do a quick save. I'm going to cut the recording, and I'm going to practice this area once or twice. And then, when we actually go in it, I will give myself one reload only. And I'll talk a little bit about how much practice I did before we go in. So give me a few seconds to get some practice in. Alright, everyone. Oh, it's a good thing I got some practice. This was a little frustrating for me. Alright. Normally, I feel like I'm probably ruining the experience. Well, actually, so, pun intended, I suppose, there. I am ruining the experience if I don't practice, because we won't earn any. But I like knowing the patrols for this area. And it's a good thing I did, because I completely missed a door that was in here, and I ended up killing everyone, and I ended up failing their patrol route several times. I think I've got what it takes. I haven't completed the quest entirely, so we'll give myself 2 reloads once we're in here. And if I still fail, we're accepting that we're not completing the network quest for the Nosferatus. Let's head on in. We duck immediately and quick save. Alright, everyone. So there is a toy here that we're interested in. And I didn't find it. Because I forgot all about it till right now. And there are these patrolling guys. And we won't have much time.
Huh?
To sneak past them, especially if they kind of see me. There's 3 patrols in here, and they're doing circular patrols, and they pause a little bit at certain points. It's really tricky to sneak past them. And a part of me feels like I forgot to show you that I should have spent the 6 experience maybe on stealth to make this a little easier for me here. But I want these going for Presence 4, so no, we're going to hold off on this. So far, so good. Their patrols are actually slightly different. Like, they're stopping at different parts from when I had last done this. That's interesting. Okay. Up there is the room we need to access. But it's locked with a security lock. Like, a keypad. We need to find that number to access it. And while I know what the patrols are, I don't know what the number is. Let's see if we can get in here somehow. Operations? Codpiece. Unlock. Door unlocked. Rock on! Alright. Did we learn that from whatchamacallit? Wow, we didn't. All right, so we were lucky we had the hacking to access it. All right. Oh God. Oh, that's bad. That's bad. Okay, that's better. I don't want to use. I think we can get around using Auspex again. We can watch that number. I still didn't find the freaking toy. I also don't think you can kill them. You're not allowed to assassinate anyone here. In my attempting to do so, they turned around the moment I got close. Okay, 1 reload. Alright, so he'll see me going up the stairs, so we have to wait until he's there before we make our move then. Now, this is a bit awkward, because if we stand, we're going to be seen. I think. Safe. We have no clue what that is. And the password requires difficulty 8. We're not getting in that. We've only got +1 wits. So we can get a 6 hacking maximum. That's probably where the toy is. So if you want that, we'll have to come back here later. Net security. We also don't know the password for this. Difficulty 6, but we can get it. Bang your head. Shreknet. I'm impressed. Now get out quietly. I'll send you an email soon. Yeah, we don't have what it takes to open this. We would need level 3 auspex to give us the 8 hacking. Which isn't terrible, because I do like seeing where the enemies are located. But man, I want other skills instead. I don't want to take another point in hacking. If I was to take, I mean, we would want a higher research to read the hacking book if I was going to take more hacking. I really did want to spend 12 scholarship though. But it would give us a point in persuasion, which might not be a bad thing to have. But I really wanted presence 4. Let's watch what this guy does. When he walks back that way, we'll make our move. We can't be seen by these guys. We have to leave without being noticed. Alright. Acceptable. Why don't we go ahead and have a snack as a reward?
Hey, baby. Looking for a date?
I am.
I'm gonna...
I know the perfect spot for a date with you. Right back here in this dirty alley where a bunch of bums are hanging out. Actually, can we maybe feed on her over here? Is this acceptable? How about down here? Back here? No? Where is acceptable? Oh, this is a romantic spot. This is a romantic spot.
Not here.
Oh, yeah, we're on one. Maybe back here. There's no one back here but the rats. I guess you don't want the rats to see you.
Okay, honey. Let's see what you got.
So she wants to be. She wants the risk of being seen because she wants the alleyways to be somewhat visible from the street. So she's an exhibitionist. I approve. Sure, let me show you. I guess she would be worried that we might do something unpleasant, and so at least she has help coming to save her. Oh, she liked it. Alright. Not bad. And 2 more experience. So... 7 more for Presence 4. But I think it's worth waiting for it. I'm probably not taking any of those disciplines to 5 either, everyone. I think after this, we're leveling our perception again for more ranged combat for firearms. And then after that, it's probably Auspex the rest of the way. Is my guess. It depends upon where we are in the game.
Going somewhere?
For now, just drive. Do we want to go back to my haven? No, we'll go back to our haven later. Let's go to Chinatown. I can do a little bit of that stuff off screen. So, I've never been to Chinatown in LA or in New York. I know they both have one. I wonder if the entrance looks like this. I should have looked up a few pictures before I walked in here. I don't remember the Big Trouble in Little China movie either, which I think did take place in Chinatown. At least some of it was recorded there. What do I know about... Actually, no, let's not do that. What does Lotaeri know about this place? Probably nothing. Just like with Hollywood, he might have come here with some of his friends when he was in college, but no longer here. But probably just a one-off, maybe 2 or 3 times, depending upon what food is here. Actually, I could understand coming here pretty often, depending upon the food. I love Asian cuisine. It's delicious. I like almost every single type of it. It's so wonderful. There is a Vietnamese noodle house near me, and I think it's pronounced pho. The pho ga there is so good. It's so good. Oh, I love it. The broth is so delicious. In any case, we should probably view our arriving here the same way as what happened to us in Hollywood. This place is under the protection of a leader who would want to know we are here. Similar to how Isaac Abrams kind of demanded that we should go visit him. I think it would behoove us to visit Ming Zhao first. What's my father doing here as Hyun? It'd be kind of neat if there was like a spin-off game which involved that guy as the main protagonist. Pop, you're being really creepy staring at that girl. Come on, don't make it obvious. Just use your peripheral vision, you'll be fine. Adorable. Adorable. Any new things in the newspaper? No, we've seen that before. We don't understand a single letter of the Chinese language, so reading that's going to be pointless for us. Wow, more standing cell phones. I'm assuming this is it, by the way, right? This giant structure waiting for us here. I don't recognize the buildings in the background either.
Need a date?
No, we just had one. We're good. We're all tapped out. I can't tell based on the map, our main map, how far away we are from the downtown area. How many miles are we? I'm assuming not that many, maybe 2? We would probably see the skyline from the other places in Los Angeles, from Chinatown would be my guess. Now, Gary did not have a high opinion of them, and I suppose they don't have a high opinion of the Nosferatu either. I like like the entrance here. I like the little pond. Do they have fish swimming in them? I'm not a fan of the open sardine cans here, though. I suspect, though, that they're here to help us sneak. I can't imagine Ming Zhao would tolerate such garbage left outside her palace, effectively. I like the chanting. Well, I have a hunch that just like the Nosferatu, they are already aware that we are here. Ming Zhao knows we are on her front lawn, and if they wanted us killed, we would be killed or in combat already. And Ming Zhao is just waiting for us right here. So this tells me she's not worried about us engaging in combat, which is correct. We don't want to start a war between the different clans, especially not by attacking the leader of this clan. Although they're not technically a Canaanite clan, they are a different supernatural force. They think, they act like humans, they can reason, and we don't want to start a war with them. She also has no guards, so she is probably quite capable of defending herself if it came down to it.
Welcome, kindred, and thank you for respecting our traditions by announcing your presence in our domain. I am Ming Zhao, High Priestess to the people of Chinatown. Can I get you anything? Tea, perhaps?
Oh, I would love to have a chance to drink tea, but I don't think Canaanites can drink or eat any longer unless we use blood to stimulate those areas of our body which allow us to do so. It would be pointless. I think that I would like the option to have done so, though, as a form of politeness and etiquette to Ming Zhao here, but Lotaeri is not going to do so. I think we'll be polite and answer with number 1 rather than number 2. Not that there's anything wrong with number 2. We're not going to say number 3. She's already aware of that, probably. And we're not going to cut the chase to the chase. Chit-chat's important for Toreador. And she apparently wants to learn more about us by playing this game. And I'm willing to play that game too. No tea, thank you.
Ah, that is right. Your kind drinks solely of mortal blood, correct? No longer may you partake in the simple pleasures of the mortal realm. A shame.
We're not going for number 1. That's a bit too on the nose. I think we'll do number 2 and continue to be polite with her. What? That I could again, but alas, no. Is your kind able to? I mean, this is technically true for Lotaeri. I think it's been a month now since he's been a vampire doing work for LaCroix. That would sound about right. And so, he'd be curious if other creatures could do so. But he knows he probably cannot do so ever again.
Yes. We Kuei Jin are similar to you, kindred, in fewer ways than you might imagine.
Kuei Jin?
We are called the Kuei Jin, though you may know us as Eastern vampires. It is a grave misnomer, I can assure you.
Are you descended from Cain?
No. We are not simply some exotic Cainite bloodline.
Alright, yep, so they are a different species of, for lack of a better term, monster. Like we are. Undead, I suppose. Are you the leader of these... Actually, let's ask more about them. But are you a vampire?
We are supernatural. That does not mean we are like yourself. We are beings returned through the second breath for a purpose.
I like her laughing. It's nice that she is willing to entertain us by describing what she believes in. But I think if she was to have us killed on the spot for perhaps breaching etiquette, which I don't think we've done, that would also reflect poorly on the Kuei Jin, and the Camarilla might not like that very much. Not that there's probably enough Camarilla present to threaten the Kuei Jin, but there's no reason for hostilities between our two different groups or organizations at the moment. Second breath. This is probably how their term for the embrace. How they came to be.
The second breath, our rebirth into the supernatural form. It is a spiritual awakening, not some lowly blood ritual meant to spread a despicable curse.
Oh, I don't view kindred as doing that necessarily. The embrace can be considered a gift as much as a curse, depending upon the person. Mitnek is a good example of that. He really likes being a Nosferatu. Doesn't even care that Nosferatu generally twists him to be some ugly creature. He wasn't attracted to begin with. He doesn't care. He likes living forever. And they can use the powers to their advantage. I think it all depends upon your outlook on life. Lotaeri would have believed himself to be cursed if Ming Zhao had been talking with him right after his embrace. But he's seen a little bit of this stuff now, and knows that you can still make things work. We have I don't know if she counts as a girlfriend, but Velvet Velour really likes us, and Lotaeri and her are getting along rather well. Jeanette showed that it's possible to engage in some simple pleasures if you're willing to put the blood into it. Literally, in her case. I'm not going to insult her, though, and go for number 2. Let's say number 1, but we are similar.
We share superficial similarities. Kuei Jin feed on essences that can be found in blood, yes. But as we refine our existence, rarely are we lowered to consume the bodily fluids of others.
They still do so, though, don't they, Ming Zhao? And I wonder what that means. Refine our existence. Maybe they have a special level up that lets them cheapen the cost of their powers as they level. I'm not familiar with them at all from any of the lore. There was no Kuei Jin in any of the RP games I played, nor in the LARPs I went to, so I know nothing about them. So this is actually interesting for me too, to get it straight from her as to how she views their kind. How else are we similar?
Most of us are also banished from the realm of the sun. Although we suffer rot instead of burning, the day's light is no more kind to our existence.
Interesting. So, yeah, we get set on fire, right, and burned to death. Instantly. Well, not instantly, but we're gonna die really quickly if that happens, was the impression I got. But I think we can be out in the sun briefly. I remember in Vampire Redemption, Kristoff and the vampires have to go out in the sun briefly, and they run on the rooftops from building the building, burning while they're outside and desperately fighting to get back inside the structures. It sounds like for them, they turn into a zombie and eventually collapse into a decaying mass, is my guess, how that works. So as a mortal, you can choose to become supernatural.
No, we do not choose, but events of our lives can awaken dark spiritual energies. We are not born of the whims of another as the kindred are.
Oh, interesting. So, it doesn't take a Kuei Jin to make a Kuei Jin, or it certainly sounds like that's what she's alluding to. But that probably means there are many different kinds of, part of the expression, Eastern vampires. Like, the Kuei Jin are probably one branch of it, but there are other Asian monsters? I don't really want to call it that, but I don't know what to say. I know, oh right, we're going to encounter one such creature later on. A shape changer. A werewolf, but not a wolf creature does it shape change into. A wereshark, let's just get that out there, is what we'll meet later on. And I don't think that's a Kuei-jin. That's something else altogether different. So why are some chosen to become supernatural?
The reasons are as numerous as the Kuei-jin themselves. Each is reborn with a purpose that they must find. Once their path is evident, they must seek to fulfill it, even if it takes eternity.
That sounds like that could be bad or good. Each is reborn for a purpose they must find. What if that purpose is revenge, or anger, or spite? Like the ghosts in the Grudge movie, for example, who kill anyone who were inside that building out of rage or something of the sort. The girl wanted to be freed, right? But the husband ghost would always kill the person at the end, if I remember correctly. God, that was a terrifying movie. I remember the what's it called? Gwai-jan, I think is what it was called. Ju-on. No, Ju-on was the original movie that the Grudge was based off, and it was creepier. They did a much better job on, well, maybe not a much better job, but I liked it better. It was still very creepy, and it was better explained, even though there wasn't much speaking that happened in it. I understood it better than the way the Grudge was just a mindless hate ghost. Sorry, I'm getting distracted. It sounds as much of a curse as the embrace of Cain.
On the contrary, it is another chance for us to find our place in the universe. A chance for transcendence. We are not damned, not burdened with an ancient guilt, as in the legend of your biblical progenitor.
Speaking of legends, have you heard of the incarnate sarcophagus? We're not saying to. No way. If she believes in this, and she is more religious, which she's in a temple, for crying out loud. Maybe she doesn't actually believe in this, but she certainly is acting the part. She called herself a high priestess. I am not going to question her faith in her home. That would be really insulting. We're not saying 3 or 4 either. Speaking of legends, have you heard of the incarnate sarcophagus?
Of course. The entire city is alight with news of its arrival and speculation about one of your ancient vampire grandfathers and his evil apocalyptic plot.
I take it you don't believe in that.
Kuei-jin do not share your history, nor do we share in your false prophecies.
Just because they don't share in the history doesn't mean it's not necessarily true. But that's fine. That's a more angry way to say no. Yes. Actually, let's press our lip of this a bit more. False prophecies?
It all serves to distract the kindred. Such a distasteful existence you live, skulking in the shadows, fighting for scraps and fearing the return of your fictitious fathers, completely oblivious to your true purpose.
You know, Ming Zhao is here in her temple. Just here, and everyone knows she's here. Does everyone in Chinatown know that she is a Kuei-jin? I don't think that could be the case. They probably also have a masquerade of their own they follow, but maybe they do reveal themselves to a few... Well, it's the same way as the kindred then, right? With ghouls. Do you know the true history of the kindred?
No, I do not. But with my help, you might find the path you were meant for. Instead, you stumble through the afterlife, a meaty remnant still clinging to the mortal rib.
4 is amazing, but we're not saying that. So, let's think about this for a second. Lotaeri, was he religious? We never really decided on his entire backstory. Probably not. Probably not. Although his embracing into vampires may have him question his beliefs. And the possibility that Cain might have been real would make him question it as well. But I don't think he would immediately side with Ming Zhao. We're learning that everyone uses us for some purpose, and Ming Zhao, as pleasant as she is, as nice as she is with us, is probably looking to gain an ally or a tool to use. rather than wanting to really help us. Let's ask about now where the sarcophagus is. Do you know where the sarcophagus is, Ming Zhao?
We seek it, of course. I have 2 of my best agents looking. It could be a powerful bargaining tool.
Who are these agents?
Let me just say that I do not encourage you to seek the Ankaran sarcophagus.
Not gonna tell us? Fine enough. Fair enough. I have a few more questions.
What can I help you with?
I'm looking for a missing Nosferatu.
So, the great Nosferatu have lost an agent, have they? It was not by my hand, if that's what they think.
Do you have any idea where he could be? We're not going to insult her.
I don't know where he is. Perhaps you should speak with Wong Ho about this.
Who is Wong Ho?
Wong Ho owns the Red Dragon restaurant. He's a prominent businessman who has garnered much respect among his people. If something is amiss in Chinatown, he may know how to help you.
One more question for you, Ming Zhao.
What can I help you with?
I had some questions about the Kuei Jin.
There is much kindred have to learn about our ways.
I want to know about your relationship to humans.
Humans? What is it you would like to know?
How do the Kuei Jin interact with them?
In our homeland, man and supernatural live in uneasy harmony. Our mortals see spirituality in all things, and our existence is taken for granted. An open secret is the easiest to keep.
You do not hide your nature.
We do, in fact. Our purpose is to seek transcendence. Interfering in mortals' lives, or their interference in Kuei Jin unlives, detracts from this pursuit.
But you're a priestess to the humans as well, aren't you?
My purpose touches many lives. Such is my path.
A few more questions, Ming Zhao. I'm not going to press her on any of this.
What can I help you with?
I'll be going now. Take care. Thank you for your time. Maybe we can get tea in some other life. I liked her. I like her voice actress very much. She did a fantastic job with Ming Zhao. She sounds familiar, but I can't think of what else I've heard her in. And did she give us permission to work in her domain? I'm guessing it was implied. I hope it was implied. Why don't I make like a hard save here. Alright, well that was the thing that happened. First off, over on the left, my father is staring at me. Pop, stop doing that. That's really creepy, the way the lights are playing on your face. Looks like the beginning of Double Dragon just happened. A bunch of guys ran over to an alley with a girl slung over their shoulder. And I don't think she was a willing participant in that encounter. Alright, well, where do we start? So, do we want to do the main quest right away? Or do we want to do a little bit of exploring first? We didn't get any experience points talking with her. I think we'll start by exploring.
Hey, you! You want your fortune read? You give me $5, I give you secret Chinese enlightenment. Only stupid person not want to know future.
Sure! Why don't you tell me my future?
$5.
Here, tell me my fortune.
That guy you work with? Yeah, he take all credit for your idea.
Money well spent. Well spent, that guy. Who am I working with? LaCroix? But I haven't gotten any ideas. He's giving me the ideas. Unless that's some sort of meta statement about how I'm playing the game and I'm taking the credit for everything Lotaeri's doing in-game. I suppose that could be the case. We don't have the key card for Kamikaze Zen. The White Cloud is what this says. Sewer system there as well. I guess we should probably look at the sewer system at some point to see if any of these sewer entrances pop up into a building. That might be useful to know later. And I don't think this is the restaurant we're supposed to go in, but let's look around to see if else we can learn. Oh, I remember this guy. All right. Well, let's look around his shop first. What do we have? I love the cabinet. That is great. I have a few of these at home. A few Asian room dividers? Is that what they're called? I hope so. That's just what I called it. I use these to block off certain segments of my house. So my house, as you know, guys might have known, is a very, very, very small house. So in my kitchen, I have these 2 garbage cans, one for recycle, one for trash. You don't get to smell them. I toss out the trash every few days, but I don't like people looking at the cans. So I have one of these blocking them from view, and I have another one of these in my back room blocking my washer dryer from view. This looks more like a tourist trap, though, to me. I don't see anything in here but trinkets. It is Chinatown, so I suppose they get most of... Well, not maybe most, but they get a good amount of money from tourists. Why is there a Japanese book in Chinatown? Well, there's nothing wrong with that, Tim. They can sell it here if they want. Alright, we've delayed long enough. Hello, sir.
There is something in this store for everybody.
Yeah?
Everyone gets what they deserve.
That is a very interesting statement to make. You can definitely take that in one of several ways. I would love to say number 2, but we are using Lotaeri in a serious fashion this playthrough. So number 1, what's that supposed to mean?
I'm reminded of a story. A thief named Lin was asked to steal an emerald for the head of his gang. The gem belonged to a man in a Hong Kong triad. Most would refuse this danger, but Lin was anxious to do it, and indeed he did.
Go on.
When Lin returned, he did not want to part with the emerald he stole. He felt that the trouble he went through to take it made his ownership legitimate. The man who hired him did not feel the same way, nor did the man he stole it from. Do you know what happened to Lin?
Number 1's funny, not doing that. I don't know. Dead, I suppose.
Lin was caught. One man has his gem back, but Lin's employer has nothing. I'd heard this tale from him when he visited my store. Sadly, I had nothing to sell him.
Is there a point to this?
Lin's eyes wanted more than his hands could keep. Ambitious eyes are, sadly, not for sale here at the moment, though I do have a buyer interested. Do you know when the next eye harvest is, by chance?
Oh, man. Eye harvest. I'm assuming it's coming up, sir.
Lin's body is being kept in a freezer in the back of a local noodle shop, I hear. There are people there who want him intact. But I think his eyes would fill my shelf nicely if they were to wander in. Eye gouge hell. A fitting punishment for Lin.
Eyes. Never stole eyes before. Always a first time. I'll do it.
I knew you would. What other reason to waste words on the ill-fated?
What's your story?
How rude of me not to introduce myself. You may call me Mr. Ox. This is my shop. Do you find it interesting? There are no two like it on the road to hell.
Do you sell weapons?
I sell things many would find cruel, but weapons? No.
I'm looking for someone. Real ugly. Snooping type. Seen anyone like that?
No.
Alright, damn. I'm out of here. Take care, Mr. Ox. I'll be back with the eyes. Our first side quest in Chinatown. God, I hope... I can't remember the quest. I hope it's actually in a body bag and we're grabbing the eyes from that guy and that Lin's not actually alive and we take the eyes from him. Because I'm not doing that if it comes down... If that's what we have to do. I could have sworn there was a shop around here somewhere. Oh, I remember. Alright, so before we go and visit the Red Dragon, let's go to Sang's. And we'll, I'm pretty sure, see an amazing transformation in here. Open late, which is a good thing. Lots of various drugs. Reminds me of a Asian market near me where they sell all sorts of drugs for whatever reason. Well, is that right? Strange. I'll call it strange. I think I can. I think I should. They sell all sorts of things to help with different spirituality or your libido or other things there. Very interesting. I'm not into any of that. But I guess if it works. You have the most amazing hat.
Hi! Welcome to Sang's Herbal Remedies. I am Sang. How may I assist you?
You don't seem like the type to sell herbal remedies.
Selling remedies is honest work. I came to America after discharge from Chinese herbal remedies forces to help aging parents restore. Definitely, I am now American citizen. God bless the Allegiance flag.
Hey, hell yeah! Come on, I know you were in the military. Know anything about guns?
Chinese invented gunpowder. Yes, I know guns.
Got any?
Hold on, please. These are good remedies for many problems. No credit cards.
Lots of sick people in this city. I may need a few. Alright, so what is he selling? The same Uzi we had before. He's selling a katana. It's effectively the broadsword that we just sold, but requires even one higher melee requirement, so not for us. A pyro crossbow. 8 ranged weapon, not for us. He sells ammunition for my other guns. I guess we could use some more 12-gauge shells. And most importantly, he is selling the heavy leather. This is a set of heavy leather clothing. Heavy leather clothing has an armor rating of 3, but hinders movement resulting in a -1 penalty to dexterity. Okay, so that's not -2. We absolutely want this. Done. Can we sell our old clothing? No, we can't. Awesome. Let's go ahead and put this on. And what do we look like? Oh, I don't like it. I don't like it. It's too one color. It matches our hair a little too much. But it doesn't impact our appearance at all. Everyone still loves us. And it gives us now 3 points in lethal and 1 point in another point in bashing soak. We're absolutely taking it. Thank you, Sang, very much. We have $887 to work with for the rest. Well, not for the rest of the game, but for the immediate future. I wonder if I'm allowed to go back to Metalhead Industries now and kill them. Get their guns? It looked like they had the Colt specials again, but maybe those were actually the anacondas they were using. Oh, she's cute. She's got to do something a little different with her skirt in the front, though. I don't know about that look for you. Hello?
I'm sorry. Dinner service stopped a little while ago, but our lounge is still open.
I'm here to sing Wong Ho. Ming Zhao sent me.
I'll get the elevator.
Thank you.
Second floor, have a good night.
Goodbye. Oh! Should we go in? We should have gone in. That shut immediately. Oh, okay. We can just summon it again if need be. Okay, not bad. Wow, this is an amazing aquarium. It even has suspended animation fish in it. LaCroix, if you get me this aquarium for my apartment, I'm thinking I would do your quest to get that one dinner property. Hello, sir.
Yeah?
Oh my god, we're right up in your face. And we can flirt with you. Okay. Sorry, I was looking for someone else. All right, so I guess that's he is our meal in this restaurant. I thought she would be it. Maybe she is it as well?
Yes?
Sorry, I thought you were someone else. All right, yes. All right, so yes, we have, I shouldn't sound so excited. Yes, we have another option. She's cute. She's cute. All right, so we have a cute meal here. Oh, what does the tattoo say? I have no clue. All right, so let's go upstairs and meet Wong Ho.
Hello? Hey, baby. No, I'm still at work. I don't know. Why would I want to rush home right away? Yeah? I don't like that. What else? With a what? Oh, you're in the kitchen. Yeah, they were on sale, so I bought some. You do too like zucchini.
Oh my god. Let's not dwell on the conversation that she was currently having, and let's, I don't know, humor in a place like this? I guess that's allowed? A bit awkward. Alright, let's move on here. What have we got? So I don't see the Wong Ho up here. I guess we'll do a little bit of snooping. It's an Elysium area, so no combat. What the heck is this? A throwing star? When you wish upon a throwing star, you wish you had the skill to use the bloody thing. Chairs, nothing in the drawers. No Mr. Wong Ho here. Nothing hidden that I noticed. But at this point, we probably need more like an 8 inspection to see hidden things. Very nice meeting room, but still not the person we're looking for. No active computers, nothing lying around. Which of these is the door?
They took her. They took her.
Who did they take?
Kiki, my daughter. They grabbed her. They called and said, Wang Ho has meddled with Tong for the last time.
Wow, and I'm not allowed to offer help. This might not be the best time, but Ming Zhao sent me to talk with you.
Ming Zhao? Oh, of course. Please forgive me, but as you can see, I am in a most terrible situation. I am Wang Ho, owner of the Red Dragon. Again, I apologize for my inconsiderate behavior.
Holy crap, no, don't apologize. Your daughter was just stolen. No problem. What's going on here, Wang Ho?
The Tong, a local street gang here in Chinatown, just broke into my restaurant and kidnapped my daughter at gunpoint. The Tong grow more bold every day, and now they have my Kiki.
Why would the Tong want your daughter?
I am a man of some prominence here in Chinatown. I have many allies, but there are also many who would like to see my demise. The Tong have chosen the coward's path, using my daughter as leverage against me.
Leverage for what?
I do not know. I will undoubtedly hear from the Tong very shortly. They will have demands, and then perhaps we will know more.
Do you know where they took your daughter?
No. The Tong have many... wait. Please excuse me a moment. Hello. Zhao. Huh? Yes. How did you... Of course. I see. Thank you, my friend. Your debt has been repaid 1,000 times over. Yes. Of course. Goodbye.
That didn't sound like the Tong.
That was someone who owed me an old debt. It has been repaid. I know where the Tong are keeping my daughter.
Just tell me where, and someone better call the coroner.
Kiki is being held at the Lotus Blossom, a massage parlor here in Chinatown. If you bring her back to me, I will help you in any way that I can.
Of course. I'll bring her back safely.
Thank you. I shall wait here until you return. Strike fast. The Tong will not be expecting anyone so soon. Good luck, my friend.
See ya. I think this was something Lotaeri would now start to do. We just defeated La Sombra in his haven under the library. We've messed with and defeated Izumichi and his horrible flesh beasts. We've been eliminating many people the past few nights, and we've been handling it rather well. I think at this point, Lotaeri understands that we've got what it takes to get the job done if the situation gets messy. And I don't think he would approve of kidnapping someone's daughter to get back at the father at all. I also think everyone we've been playing for close to an hour, so I think we should probably stop here. So why don't I do that? So let's stop here. When we come back, I guess we'll look for some eyes, and we'll also save the daughter. I think the daughter first is what we'll do. So I will be back, everyone, in the next episode, and thank you guys for watching what you did. Take care, everyone.